Good afternoon, everyone, and we are back again with our level 1 English class for the deaf. Those persons who missed the last class, if you have missed the last class, we had it on Sunday. The makeup class was on Sunday. If you missed that class, you can see us on the YouTube channel. So you just check the YouTube channel for our English level 1 classes, and you will see that our class was on a Sunday, that we make up for the day we missed last week. Right, so we are continuing on a Wednesday. It's not that we are going to Sunday, but we are continuing on every Wednesday, so at 6 p.m. so that we'll continue with our English. So today we are continuing from where we stopped. We were looking at pronouns, subject pronouns. We look at sentences, and with simple sentences. Example, the girl is walking. This is a simple sentence, and every simple sentence, we said last time, is a simple sentence will have a subject, and we talk about what a subject is. A subject is who is doing the action in the sentence, who is doing the drama, who we focus on. And the person is a girl, is a person. The girl, that is a subject, that is a person that is doing the action. And the action we have is, the action is walking. She's doing that action. She's right. So our focus, which is we call the subject, right? The subject of the sentence is what we are focusing on when we are having a conversation, right? So that is the girl. So this is a subject. So I'm writing the subject. So the subject of a sentence is who is doing the action in the sentence, who or what is doing that action. So that's the subject. And is walking is the verb. So every sentence, whether it is a simple sentence or not, and we're starting with this type of sentence, it must have a subject and it must have a verb. That is a complete sentence, right? We write sentences with other things in it. As we go along in level 1, you will see that. But a simple sentence always have a subject and a verb. So I'm going to write the word simple sentence, a nice color. All right, so we have, I'm going to write it in a little bubble here. Simple sentence. So anytime you talk about a simple sentence, it must have a subject and a verb. Okay? All right. And last time I introduced you to pronouns, and we said a pronoun replaces the subject. We're looking at, in this particular case, we're looking at subject pronouns. The subject pronoun will replace the subject in the sentence, right? So we are changing the girl. It's the same girl we're talking about. It's the same girl. So I'm going to draw the girl. So this is a girl. Just a drawing. So this is a girl walking. So the girl could be, you can say the girl, or we can change that word girl into another word, which is a pronoun we said. And I know Sabriki was there in the last class. So instead of saying the girl, we say she. Instead of saying the girl, we say she. Okay, so we are going to look at, on our next board, we're going to look at subjects. We're just looking at a subject. and we are looking at the pronoun we're going to use instead of that subject. So if I have the subject as the book, the subject is the book, and I want to change that subject to and put a pronoun. Instead of putting the book, I want to write, I'm still talking about the book. So I'm drawing the book. So this is a book I have here. All right, so this is a book. The same book, excuse me. So the same book is on this side. The same book. But instead of saying the book, I will say it. So the book is the same book, but instead of saying the book, I say it. Okay? So I say it. So another one. And Sabriki was with us last week, and I'm sure we listed the various subject pronouns. So if I have the boy, I have the boy. The boy is the subject. Now I'm not writing a whole sentence here. I'm just taking out the subject alone, right? So we have the boy. If I want, so the boy is the boy here. The same boy on the side. The same boy I have. But I'm not going to say the boy. I'm going to change the word the boy to a pronoun. Who can tell me what pronoun I can use? What pronoun can I use instead of right? Very good, Donna. He. Excellent. Right? So what we're doing is this is what happens in English, and what happens when we're using this pronoun and so on. We use it in a group of sentences. So you must be introduced first to the subject, which is the boy or the book first. And then when you add sentences with together, you will use the pronoun. And I will show you a little example of that after a while. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do some practice here. So I want you to write for me the pronoun to replace each one of these subjects. So I have the tree and the lady. Excuse me about the lady. All right, so give me a pronoun to replace the tree and the lady. What pronoun would we use? Now, I did not start the class giving you the list of pronouns, but I will do that now after you give me this to see what you remember from before. Okay? So what word can I put for tree? The tree. So the same tree on this side. Sorry, looking at it at the front. The same tree and the same lady. If this will allow me to draw it nice. Same tree, same lady. Okay. Excuse my pretty drawings. Okay, so who can give me the answer for number 3? What is a pronoun for tree? What pronoun would I use for tree? For tree, number 3? We're doing number 3, huh? Cheryl, not number 4, number 3. Right, very good. It. Excellent. And number 4 is she. Very good, Cheryl. She. Okay. So these are subject pronouns. It, he, she, those are subject pronouns because they replace the subject in a sentence. They are called subject pronouns. So I'm going to give you a list that I gave last week. There are a number of them, and they mean different things. So let's look at the pronouns. So this is called the subject pronouns. And we want to get the meaning of them. So we'll look at how the meaning. So I want to see if you all know the meanings of them. So we're looking at the meanings under the meaning. So we're going to draw some pictures to show the meaning of these pronouns. Okay, the first one, and everybody did that one already. Okay, so if I have she, if I have the word she for the pronoun, the meaning of she is really one, is a female, right? Is a female, is a girl or a woman. You see, right? So she. So if I kind of doing the colors alternating. So then I have he. The drawing that I will use for he will be a boy or a man. A boy or a man will be he. If that's why I'm doing the colors. All right, let me see if I can. I'm just trying to get it in line a little bit. So we'll have 1, 2, still not in line, but 3. All right, let's go to the next one. The next pronoun we're going to use is the subject pronoun is, we. What am I going to draw for we? When I say we, what will I draw? Anybody could tell me? I give you the 2 easy ones there. We means what? I'm seeing Cheryl signing our, but we're not looking at our. It's a we. Salvin? Say it again. Yes, I want to draw people, but what am I drawing? How many? What? All right, so for we, whenever I say we, and in sign language, when you the motion with your hands, you are starting from yourself. When you are signing we, you are starting from yourself and you're going to some other person or persons. When you're signing we, you're starting to point at yourself for sign language. Remember that. When you're signing we, you point at yourself and then you point at another person or persons. So we is, and I'm putting in red first, yourself. We is yourself, and I'm putting me. We is yourself, and then another person. It could be more than one, but it must be more. It must be at least 2 persons. So both The circle that I have here is what we will say we. It must, yourself must be included. So yourself and another person or persons we say is we. So when you're talking about yourself and another person doing something, if you want to replace yourself and the other person, you use the word we. We. And I want us to practice this we. All right? I want us to practice this we. All right, we're going to practice it in a little while. So let's do one more. And the next pronoun that you need to know, and is one that you will use when you are talking about yourself. I. When you're talking about yourself, you use the word I. And I is talking about the subject of the sentence. Remember, the subject. Remember, this we're talking about the subject of a sentence. So I. Whenever you see the word I, you are talking about yourself. That means you are drawing you. I'm putting the same red person. Anytime you see a red person, is you. All right? So, going again, reviewing. She is a girl or woman. It again, she is a girl or a woman. He is a boy or a man. We is when you're talking about yourself with some other person, or it could be more than one person. All right, we. And when you use I, you are talking about yourself. Okay, so you must know these things. These pronouns are important whenever you are writing. So I'm moving on to the next board. And we're looking at the sentence now. Now, I am not doing all the pronouns today because I want to, I'm taking my time, right? So I know I did not finish all. I just want you to look at these first. So just going slowly. If I'm going too slow, tell me, I'll speed up. So we have she, he, we, I. All right, so we have he, she, we, I. Okay, so you have these 4 pronouns here, and these 4 pronouns could replace, this is the pronouns, but you want them to replace a subject. So you want to find what word can I use for he. Now you can choose your word. We can say he. So instead of we have he, the subject, I'm just going the other way now. We can say the man. And we write the sentence, a man, and you put in the verb. You're not just putting in the word for me, making a sentence. So I'm showing you what is a pronoun here. The pronoun from the man is he. Going to another one. The next pronoun is she. We need to have a subject. What subject could be used for she? Give me a subject for she. Give me a word that can use she with. Remember, we had it before. So what we can use instead of she? Instead of she, we could use, what word can I use for this? What word is this? Can I be here? Yes, Shabiki? Yes, Shabriki? I'll say Shabriki. The girl, right. So I can say the girl. So for she, I can write the girl. Excuse me. All right, but after the girl, I need to put in my verb to complete my sentence. All right, so she, the same she is the girl. He is the man. All right, so we go into we now. For we now, and we just did we say we is yourself and somebody else. How do we write that? We say, we put the person we are with first, the name of the person we are with first, and then we write I, which is referred to yourself. So we say Susan, I'm just making up a name, right? Susan and I. Remember, I represent you. So you put in Susan and I. Susan and I is the pronoun we can replace Susan and I. That means you're talking about yourself with another person. After that, then you put in your verb. All right, the next one, you're talking about yourself. Usually, when you are talking about yourself, you don't even want to put your name. You're gonna not even write your name. But let's not, let me get somebody's coming in. Right? But we can put our name, right? So you write your name for this because this is you, yeah? So I will write my name. My name is Sharon. So I'll put Sharon. So you are not going to write Sharon because that is not your name. Sharon. And then we're going to put I'm just putting the verb here. Sharon. And I am talking about me, right? I put my name. My name is Sharon. That is me. Then I'm putting the verb. Usually when you're writing about yourself, you don't say Sharon. Or you could say my name is Sharon, right? When you're writing your sentence. Okay, I'm seeing Sharon is getting some problems getting in. I don't know. I'm seeing more than one devices. Sharon Maniram. All right, she's in now. Okay. All right. Okay, so everybody, so what we're going to do is we're going to complete these sentences with a verb. So the places where you see the line with a verb, I want you to write a verb. All right, I'm hoping that you all can see better now, everybody. Are you all seeing the screen better? You all are clear? Very good. Thank you, Selwyn. Okay, so you are placing a verb after the subject to complete the sentence. So I'm going to take some answers from people. Those who are finished, I'm going to take your answers. I've seen Kenton. Kenton is here. All right, so we have Kenton, Sabriki, Selwyn, Cheryl Maniram, Donna Budu, right? So we have a class today. All right, so we have 5 of them today. Right, so let's go on. Right, so who want to give me the first number? I should put up numbers. Let me put some numbers on it so that we can identify which one we are doing. All right, so number 1. Who can give me the verb to finish that simple sentence? The man. Yes, Selwyn. The man is walking. Very good. The man is walking. Right. Make sure it has a full stop at the end. Next one. Number 2. Who gave me number 2? Very good, Sal. Yes, Canton. Go ahead, Canton. The girl. The girl is writing. Oh, reading? Is it reading? I'm looking like reading. The girl is reading? Yes, it's reading. The girl is reading. Very good, Canton. All right, next. Who want to give me number 3? Who want to give me number 3? Yes, Donna. Susan, finger spelling Susan, and I are going shopping. Susan and I are going shopping. Excuse me, on the side of the board. Susan and I are going shopping. So Dana added a little extra in our simple sentence, but that is okay. That is okay. All right. Last one. Now you cannot put Sharon. Make sure it's your name. Your name goes there now. Don't write Sharon for number 4. So number 4, who has something say about yourself, but you're using your name? Yes, Alwyn, go ahead. I am you said I am a teacher. But we can't say I am. We're not using I. So you're going to say Sharon, and you're not, all right, let me take out this word. Selwyn, if you are writing about yourself, you're going to use your name. So I'm taking out Sharon. So I think I better put this in another sentence. So I'll show you how it is really working. So let's go to another board. I'm going to put it in another board. This is underneath here kind of crowded. So let's go to another board. And we're saying I. All right, we want to use I. And we say I, when we're using I, we're really talking about ourselves, right? So anytime you see a red person, you're talking about yourself. So I, when you're talking about yourself, say like you are writing a story, you will say, okay, my name is Selwyn. My name is Selwyn. You are talking about yourself. My name is Selwyn. And Selwyn, which is you, instead of when you're going to write the next sentence, you're not going to say Selwyn. You're going to replace Selwyn with the pronoun I. I. And this is a better way to demonstrate the use of I. So you write, my name is Selwyn. So you are talking about yourself. You say, my name is Selwyn. And then you're going to replace Selwyn with I. So this is the same person here. I, Selwyn. All right. And then you can write a sentence about yourself. I am, and that is what Selwyn was doing. I am a deaf, and I'm going to put the capital deaf, person. And I went off on my type of sentence here. It was supposed to be an, right? Verb alone. Right? So the I here, the I in the second sentence replace the Selwyn. Replace the name Selwyn. So I linking these two words I and Selwyn is the same person I'm talking about. My name is Selwyn. I am a deaf person. So when you're writing, and level 2 is going to be going on to that, right? In terms of reading and writing. When you are reading things, when you are reading a story in a newspaper or you're reading a book and so on, and you've seen a group of sentences together, they are connected, right? So that my name is Selwyn, that was the first sentence. And then the next sentence begins with I. And I want to know who this I is. This I is the person who was introduced in the first sentence, right? I. So I am a deaf person. So when you are writing for someone at the hearing public and you want to tell them about you, that is what you say. My name is, and you write your name, and then you say I am, and you tell them I am a deaf person. So that is why I have to write for you. I cannot talk. So I'm writing, I'm a deaf person. So it's easy for you to write that, okay? And everybody will understand it, okay? They know what I means. I refers to you. Okay, this is what I needed to explain. I didn't want to explain it the same way as the others because it has this, it is kind of different that this way. All right. All right. So let us, all right. So we are, let me give you a little exercise for home lesson. You know, that is the main thing, home lesson. I want you to, my usual thing is for you to go and find some sentences. Easy for you to do it is go on the internet, or you can have, if you have simple books at home, you could do that, you could get it. But on the internet, there's a whole set of materials that you can access. I want you to find sentences, with pronouns, with subject pronoun. Find sentences with subject pronouns. And I'm going to give you the list of subject pronouns. I know I did it last week, but I did some today. So you're going to find a sentence with these that I have introduced today. Let's go with, so I want you to find a sentence with the subject pronoun, but that is not the only thing I want. So I want he, she, it, and I. Right. Now I want, I'm going to take out the I. I'm going to take out the I because the I will be referring to you. So we put a we. Right? I want a sentence with these pronouns, but when you write the sentence, example, put in he is in the car. So this is the sentence you find. I want you to circle this pronoun and write a subject to replace that he. So instead of he, and you can, if according to where you found your sentence, it might give you the answer. So instead of he, you're going to put Mike, which is a boy's name. All right, I'm just writing Mike. All right, so you're going to circle the pronoun and write another word that is a subject to replace this. So you're going the other way. So you're giving me a sentence, but you have to find it. So you write, getting the sentence, and you're circling the pronoun, and then you're giving me, at the end of the sentence, you are going to give me a subject. All right, so replace that he. You all understand what to do? Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? Is that an easy thing to do? To find the sentence and circle the pronoun and then tell me what word can I use instead of that pronoun that I circle. So if, right? Good. So I'm just giving you these 4 alone. Now this is my example here for number 1, but you are going to write your own, right? So this is just for you to follow to show what to do. So you still have to find a sentence with he. Right, so that is the end of our class today. And we will continue. Send your pictures for me so that I can correct the work and send it back to you to see if you all are understanding. If I need to explain a little more, give me some feedback so that I'll know that we are on the right track. Okay, so until tomorrow, please God, we have our Bible study at 5 o'clock in the evening. And it's so wonderful seeing you all. Every time I see your faces on the Zoom, I am really feeling really happy to know that everything is fine with you all. On the WhatsApp group, we're seeing words and so on, but to see your faces is really, really nice to see your faces. And I hope God is keeping you well, your family, everybody is well. And you take care until tomorrow, please God.